My dear countrymen, Namaskar. All my family members are welcome once again in Mann Ki Baat. Today, once again, we'll touch upon the accomplishments of the country and the collective efforts of the countrymen. A lot is happening in Bharat of the 21st century that is strengthening the foundation of a developed Bharat. For instance, on the 23rd of August, the countrymen celebrated the first National Space Day. I do believe that all of you must have celebrated this day, once again celebrating the success of Chandrayaan 3. Last year, on this day, Chandrayaan 3 had made a successful landing on the southern part of the moon at the Shiv Shakti point. India became the first nation of the world to achieve this pride-filled accomplishment. Friends, the youth of the nation has also benefited a lot by the space sector reforms. That's why in today's Mann Ki Baat I thought, why not speak to some of our young friends associated with the space sector? A team from space tech startup GalaxEye is connecting with me now. This startup was launched by the alumni of IIT Madras. Suyash, Daniel, Rakshit, Kishan and Praneeth. All of them are now connected with us on the phone line. Come, let's know about the experiences of these youngsters. Hello.
Hello.
Namaste ji.
Namaskar, sir.
Well friends, I feel very happy to see that your friendship during IIT Madras is still going strong. This is the reason that you thought of starting GalaxEye together. I also want to know about that subject too. Tell us about that. Also tell us how the country is going to be benefited with your technology.
Yes, sir. My name is Suyash. As you said, all of us met at IIT Madras. We all studied there during different years, did our engineering, and at that time we thought about a project named Hyperloop. That's what we wanted to do together. During that time, sir, we started a team named Avishkar Hyperloop. We took that to America as well. That year, ours was the only team from Asia that went there and waved our national flag there. And we were among the top 20 teams out of around 1500 teams from around the world.
Well, before listening anymore, let me first congratulate you for this.
Many thanks to you, sir. Our friendship forged deep during that achievement and built our confidence to take up difficult and tough projects like this one. During that time, sir, after looking at SpaceX and what you opened up privatization in the space sector in 2020 and that landmark decision, we got pretty excited about that, sir. And I would like to invite Rakshit to speak on what we are building up and what its uses are.
Ji sir, my name is Rakshit and I will answer about how we are going to be benefited with this technology.
Rakshit, where in Uttarakhand are you from?
Sir, I am from Almora.
So you are a Bal Mithai wala?
Yes sir, Bal Mithai is our favorite.
You know, Lakshya Sen, he regularly treats me with Bal Mithai. Yes, Rakshit, tell me.
So this technology of ours can see through the clouds in the universe even during the night. So daily we can click a clear image of our country from any corner of the country. And that data we will use to work in the development of two areas. The first is to make India very safe. We will daily monitor our borders, our oceans and seas. We will monitor the enemy's activities and provide the intelligence to our armed forces. And the second is to strengthen the farmers of Bharat. So we have already developed a product for the prawn farmers of Bharat that can measure the water quality of their ponds from space at 1/10 of the current cost. And in future, we wish to generate the best quality satellite images for the world in the fight against global issues like global warming. We wish to provide the best quality satellite data to the world.
This means your team will echo the essence of Jai Jawan as well as Jai Kisan too.
Yes sir, absolutely.
Friends, you're doing such good work. I would also like to know about the magnitude of the precision of this technology.
Sir, we can reach a resolution of less than 50 centimeter and we'll be able to image approximately more than 300 square kilometer area at one time.
So I feel that when our countrymen will hear this, they'll feel very proud.
Yes, sir.
But I would like to ask one more question.
Yes, sir.
The space ecosystem is becoming very vibrant. Now, what changes are being observed by your team?
Sir, my name is Kisan. After the start of Galaxy, we have seen the coming in of in space. Also, we have seen lots of policies coming like the Geospatial Data Policy and India Space Policy. Also, from the last 3 years, we have seen many changes coming. Along with many processes, a lot of infrastructure and many facilities of ISRO are also available in a very nice way. Like we can go to ISRO and do testing of our hardware. This can now be done in a very easy way. 3 years ago, these processes were not there, and this has been very helpful for us, also for many more startups. Also, because of recent FDI policies and availability of these facilities, many startups are getting enough incentives, and such startups can very easily and in a very nice way develop in the field where usually development is very costly and time consuming. Since the advent of current policies and in space, things have been easy for startups. My friend Daniel Chawda would like to speak on this.
Daniel, tell me.
Sir, we have observed one more thing. We have seen a change in the thinking of engineering students. Previously, they preferred going abroad to pursue higher studies and work there in the space domain. But now, since a very good space ecosystem is developing very well in India, they want to come back to India to be part of this ecosystem. So this is a very good feedback we have received, and in our own company, some people have returned and started working because of this.
I feel that the aspects you two, Kishan and Daniel, have touched upon, I definitely feel many people might not have noticed how reform in one field has multiple effects. Many people are benefited, and as per your description, because you are from this field, you must have noticed and also observed that the youth of the country desires to try their future in this field here itself and utilize their talent. Yours is a very good observation. One more question I would like to ask is, what message would you like to give to those youth who want to achieve success in startups and the space sector?
Sir, I'm Praneeth speaking, and I will answer the question.
Yes, Praneeth, tell me.
Sir, I would like to say two things from my experience of a few years. Firstly, if we want to establish a startup, then this is the opportunity, because today India has the fastest growing economy in the world, which means that we have a lot of opportunities. Like at the age of 24, I feel proud thinking that next year we will launch our own satellite. Based on that, our government will take a few major decisions, and we have made a small contribution in this. To get to work for such projects of national impact, this is such an industry and such a time, given that today, now the space industry is commencing. So I would like to tell my young friends this is the opportunity, not just for impact, but also for self-financial growth and to solve a global problem. So we talk to each other that when we were young, we used to say that we will become actors, sportsmen when we grow up. Things like that. But now, if we listen to somebody saying that I want to become an entrepreneur, work in the space industry after growing up, this is an extremely proud moment that we are playing a small part in this whole transformation.
Friends, Praneeth, Kishan, Daniel, Rakshit and Suyash, in a way, your startup is as strong as your friendship. That's why you're doing such wonderful work. I had the opportunity to visit IIT Madras a few years ago, and I myself experienced the excellence of that institute. Also for IIT, there is a feeling of respect in the whole world, and their pass outs, when they work for India, definitely contribute something good. Many good wishes to all of you and other startups working in the space sector. I really like talking to all five of you. Thanks a lot, friends.
Thank you so much, sir.
My dear countrymen, this year from Red Fort, I've urged 1 lakh youth who are not from a political background to connect with the political system. This point of mine has garnered tremendous response. We thus come to know that a large number of our youth are eagerly ready to enter politics. All they are looking for is the right opportunity and apt guidance. I've also received letters from youth across the country on this subject. Enormous response is being received on social media as well. People have sent me many kinds of suggestions. Some youth have written in their letters that it is truly inconceivable for them. On account of the absence of a political legacy on part of their grandfather or parents, they could not enter politics despite wanting to. Some youth have written that they possess a good experience of working at the ground level. Hence, they can be helpful in solving people's problems. Some youth have also written that dynastic politics crushes new talent. Some youth have mentioned that such efforts will lend more strength to our democracy. I thank each and everyone for sending in suggestions on the subject. I hope that now, with our collective efforts, youth who do not possess a political background will also be able to come forward in politics. Their experience and their fervour will prove useful for the country. Friends, even during the freedom struggle, many such people had come forward who did not have any political background. They took the plunge for the sake of India's freedom. Once more, we require the same spirit to attain the goal of Vikasit Bharat. I shall urge all my young friends to positively join this campaign. This step of yours will be transformative in terms of your future and the country's future. My dear countrymen, this time the campaign Har Ghar Tiranga and Pura Desh Tiranga attained its full height. Amazing pictures connected with the campaign from all over the country have come to the fore. We saw the tricolour fluttering atop houses, as well as at schools, colleges and universities. Some people had the tricolour adorn their shops, offices. People also did the same on their desktops, mobiles and vehicles. When people join hands to express a sentiment, it thus lends unparalleled glory to any campaign. The visuals that you are watching right now on your TV screens are from Riyasi in Jammu and Kashmir. A Tiranga rally bearing a 750-meter-long flag was organized. This rally was taken out on the Chenab Railway Bridge, the tallest in the world. Whoever viewed these pictures, their hearts swooned with delight. We also saw captivating pictures of the Tiranga Yatra on the Dal Lake in Srinagar. A yatra with a 600 feet long Tiranga was carried out in East Kameng district in Arunachal Pradesh. On similar lines, in other states of the country as well, people of all ages participated in such Tiranga Yatras. You too must have experienced that Independence Day now is turning into a social festival. People festoon their homes with tricolour strands. Women connected with self-help groups craft lakhs of flags. On e-commerce platforms, items coloured in the hues of the tricolour witness a surge in sales. On the occasion of Independence Day, all three colours of our flag were visible in every nook and corner across the country, on land, sea and air. On the website of Har Ghar Tiranga, more than 5 crore selfies were posted. This campaign wove the entire country into a thread of togetherness, and this exactly is what Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat is. My dear countrymen, you must have seen many films based on the bond of love between human beings and animals. But these days, a real story is coming up in Assam. In a tiny village Barekuri, in the Tinsukia district of Assam, people belonging to the Moran community reside. And in the same village dwell the Hulog Gibbons. There they are called Holubandar. Hulog Gibbons have made this village their abode. You'll be surprised to know, the people of this village share a deep bond with the Hulog Gibbons. Villagers adhere to their traditional values in the present times as well. That's why they left no stone unturned to strengthen their bonds with the Gibbons. When they realized that Gibbons love bananas a lot, They started growing bananas on their farms. Besides, they decided that they would perform rituals connected with the birth and death of gibbons, exactly as they would have performed for their near and dear ones. They've also named the gibbons. Recently, the gibbons were facing hardships on account of electric wires passing through in the vicinity. In this scenario, the villagers put forth the problem to the government, and a quick solution was found out too. I've been told that now these gibbons also pose for pictures. Friends, in terms of love towards animals, our young friends from Arunachal Pradesh too are second to none. Some of our young friends in Arunachal have started using the 3D printing technology. Do you know why? Because they want to protect wild animals from being hunted for their horns and tusks. Under the leadership of Nabam Bapu and Likha Nana, the team undertakes 3D printing of various parts of animals, be it horns or teeth. All of those are crafted through 3D printing. They are then made into items such as apparel and headgear. This is an amazing alternative which makes use of biodegradable material. No amount of praise for such fabulous efforts is enough. I'd like to say that more and more startups should come forward in this field so that our animals stay protected and traditions continue. My dear countrymen, in Jhabua, Madhya Pradesh, something splendid is taking place that you should certainly know about. There, our sanitation worker brothers and sisters have performed a marvelous task. These brothers and sisters have shown us the essence of the message of waste to wealth turn into reality. In a park at Jhabua, this team has created wonderful artworks out of garbage. For this endeavor of theirs, they collected plastic waste, used bottles, tires, and pipes from the neighborhood. Included in this artwork are helicopters, cars, and cannons. Beautiful hanging flower pots too have been crafted. Here, used tires have been turned into creating comfortable benches. This team of sanitation workers have adhered to the mantra of reduce, reuse, and recycle. Owing to their efforts, the park has started appearing remarkably beautiful. Apart from local residents, people living in neighboring districts too are reaching there to have a look. Friends, I am happy to note that today, many startups in our country too are involving themselves in efforts with an aim to promote the environment. There is a team called eConscious that is using plastic waste to craft out eco-friendly products. This idea struck them on seeing litter spread around at our tourist places, especially in hilly areas. A team comprising like-minded people have begun a startup named EcoCurry. They produce myriad beautiful items out of plastic waste. Friends, toy recycling is another such field where we can work together. You too are aware of the fact that whereas many children get bored of their toys within no time, there are children as well for whom such toys are a pipe dream. Toys that your children no longer play with. You can give them away to spaces where they continue being useful. That too is a good path towards protecting the environment. When we strive together, it will certainly strengthen the environment, taking the country forward. My dear countrymen, just a few days ago, on the 19th of August, we celebrated the festival of Raksha Bandhan. On that day, World Sanskrit Day was celebrated globally. Even today, a special inclination towards Sanskrit can be observed within the country and equally the world over. In many countries of the world, a variety of research and experimentation is being carried out in the realm of the Sanskrit language. Before I move further, I am playing a short audio clip for you.
Titirshuk Shigragam Gangam Idam Lakshmanam Abre. Vipira Skandi. Sekartu. Satu Dristva Naditire Navam Ishvakunandana Titirshuk Shigragam Gangam Idam Lakshmanam Abravit.
Friends, this audio is connected with a European country, Lithuania. Vitus Vidunas, a professor there, has embarked upon a unique endeavor. He has named it Sanskrit on the Rivers. A group comprising a few people came together on the banks of the Neris river and performed recitation of the Vedas and the Gita there. Such endeavors have been continuing there over the past few years. You too should try and bring forward such efforts which promote the Sanskrit language. My dear countrymen, fitness is extremely important in our lives. To be fit, we have to keep paying attention to our diet, our lifestyles, everything. In order to make people aware on fitness, the Fit India campaign was launched. For the sake of staying healthy, people are embracing yoga irrespective of age or class. People have started according a place to superfood millets, also known as Shriyanna, in their thalis. The objective behind all these efforts is precisely to ensure that every member of the family stays fit and healthy. Friends, our family, our society, and our country, including their future, depends on the health of our children. And for the sake of their health, it's imperative that they keep receiving adequate nutrition. Children's nutrition is a priority for the country. In fact, we pay attention towards their nutrition during the entire year, but there is one particular month that is dedicated to focus especially on this matter. For this, every year, Nutrition Month is celebrated from the 1st of September to the 30th of September. In order to enhance awareness on nutrition, nutrition fairs, anemia camps, home visits for newborn babies, seminars, webinars, many such means are made use of. At numerous places, under the aegis of Anganwadi, mother and child committees have been established. This committee tracks malnutrition children, pregnant women, and newborn babies. It continuously keeps monitoring them, ensuring arrangements for their nutrition. Last year, the Poshan Abhiyan was linked with the new education policy. Through the campaign Poshan Bhi Padhai Bhi, balanced development of the children has been focused upon. You too should certainly connect yourselves with campaigns pertaining to awareness about nutrition. A tiny effort on your part will help a lot in the fight against malnutrition. My dear countrymen, that's all this time in Mann Ki Baat. Conversing with you in Mann Ki Baat always fills me up with a lot of joy. It feels like I'm sharing my thoughts with my family members in an informal manner, that I'm connecting with your hearts. Your feedback, your suggestions are extremely valuable for me. Many festivals around the corner. For them, I extend many greetings to all of you. There is the festive occasion of Janmashtami as well. In the beginning of next month, Ganesh Chaturthi too is there. The festival of Onam also is about to arrive. I extend my greetings on Miladun-Nabi also. Friends, this month, on the 29th, is Telugu Bhasha Divas as well. It is truly an amazing language. I extend good wishes to Telugu speakers across the world on Telugu Bhasha Divas. Prapancha Vyaptang Unna Telugu Variki Telugu Bhasha Dinotsav Shubhakankshalu. Friends, I shall urge you once again to take precaution in the rainy season, and along with that, be part of the Catch the Rain movement. I would also like to remind all of you the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign. Plant more and more trees and urge others also to do so. In the next few days, the Paralympics are about to begin in Paris. Our Divyang brothers and sisters have reached there. 140 crore Indians are cheering for our athletes and players. You too also encourage our players with hashtag #CheerForBharat. We'll again connect next month and discuss a lot of subjects. Till then, I take leave of you. Many thanks. Namaskar.